All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and get started. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being on time. We're going to go ahead and get started. Again, VIP seating, you know what? Now I'll just move in. That's all. That's what I'm going to do. Now y'all are in the front row. All right. Couple of things. These are going to go around. Yesterday was Lonnie's birthday. And I don't think he's, huh? I didn't say it. It's a big birthday. It's just a number. That's right. I think he's handling it very well right now.
Think the handle. It's a beautiful age.
It's beautiful.
It's like I don't give a shit about anything anymore.
There we go. There we go. I don't know yet. I'm still giving one. So, all right. Here is a birthday card, and I'm going to, I guess, hope you're not watching, Lonnie. We're going to pass these around. They're all for him, so you only need to sign one. You don't have to sign all three. I'm just going to spread them around because I figured with all of us, it would take at least, I'll send one. Go to dinner, Lonnie. Don't watch what we're doing.
Dinner and drinks.
Dinner and drinks, and just pass them around. Like I said, you just need to sign one of the cards if you don't mind, and then just keep them going. We'll just pass them around. Oh, pins. I didn't think we needed.
We should have pins.
We should have pins. Can we dot loop it? All right. We're going to go ahead and get started. I am excited. If I had a clicker, this would be oh, it's right here. My team's got me set up. It doesn't work on the card. Okay. Well, we'll find you a pin or there we go. Teamwork there. All right, guys, I cannot believe I'm looking at that date, October 14th. October 14th. How did we get here? And how is it still like 75 degrees outside, 80 degrees? My air conditioner is still running.
80.
It's 80. Yeah, it's about 80. It is. I'm not complaining because I'm a summer girl, but by the way, this is my fun footwear. I made a video about my sparkly boots. So I hope we didn't all wear the same, I was worried me and Darren would match, but Amazon.
Yeah.
All right, let's go ahead. Let's tell me something good. Let's start this meeting off with good stuff. What is going well? What is going right in your world? What are you excited about?
Vicki,
Yes,
got one.
Vicki.
I got my first listing.
Got your first listing. That's exciting.
It was. It's going to move very, very fast. So, I mean, it's like a whirlwind. I ordered signs yesterday. It was like really unexpected.
Here we go.
Yeah.
That's exciting. Tell us about that here in a minute. I would love to hear. What else? That's exciting. What else is Miss Kay?
Last night, so I brought in one, and it seems like everybody's done small slices, and then it goes straight in the refrigerator.
Very good. Miss Kay brought fresh pumpkin pie.
Nobody makes a better pie than.
All right. So make sure you get some, and whipped cream's in the fridge, she said. So she took care of us. Yes. Paul, what you got? Okay, little family competition there. Very good. And I've been actually talking to her. She's already trying to get people to join us here, and she's made a connection with an agent or a new to be agent that lives here in Raymore, and she's trying to get her in our office, and it'll be her first person in her downline if we're able to do that. She's not recruiting. She's not. She's just befriending and attracting and all, just being cool.
Talking about forgiveness, not
She's networking on her breaks. Okay. I don't know the rules. If you don't know the rules, can you follow? I'm not there. I'm not doing it. All right. What else? What else we have that's something good?
The Chiefs one.
The Chiefs won. That's good. That's good. Yay. Yes, that's good. Ron.
Definitely did that. Yeah, good right there.
Night Glow Golf.
Back champions. So if anybody wants to try it out, it's a lot of fun. We do it in September every year. It's a chamber deal. So we go out to Eagles Landing and you get a foursome. We go out, we go have dinner, happy hour. It's a great time. Then we go out after that. Sun starts to set. Everybody goes. Shotgun start. We play 9 holes in the dark. Golf. When you move to the forward tee boxes, So you're a little bit closer to the pin, and you get glow in the dark balls, or it's an illuminated green that everything's below everything. basically.
Oh, that's cool.
Stick, and it's a lot of fun. So
That's cool. That sounds fun.
we go 8 under for 9.
Very good. Very good. How's the fantasy football going? Anybody know? Good for some of you? I was in my neighborhood this morning. I had to run back home, so I took a detour through my neighborhood on a street I don't normally go through. And there's a big sign in the yard because I'm always looking for sale signs, right? And there was a big for sale sign, except it wasn't. I was like, that's a weird one. What's it say? It said Stony Creek fantasy football loser, Josh. And it was in his front yard. And so I guess he lost this week or whatever. Must be. That was funny.
There are some hard leagues that, to the point where some of them, if you lose the league, you have to go apply for a part-time job like fast food and work there for a week. Yeah, yeah, it's bad. Like you.
That's bad.
Get into this one's pretty friendly,
Okay.
but yeah, you have to go.
Maybe there's some fine print we should have known about before. Don't be a loser. There we go. Nanette.
Always up and at it and on everything, and I asked her to do anything, and so willing to do it, and I can't give her enough praise, and I hope you guys.
Okay. Yay, Lacey. Hope you're hearing us. All right. Very good. If you didn't sign a card, we can make sure you sign it. Yes.
My middle son, Sam, is working for Apex Underground.
Cool. I've heard of them.
He has not fired him yet.
Well, that's good. I love that. That's great.
Yeah, you are.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Well, very good. Last chance, something good. Tell us if last chance. If not, you'll have to tell me separately and privately. All right, let's switch over. We've got our vendors. We want to make sure we give y'all some time to tell us what's going on in your world. I know that Lisa with Kaufelt is not able to join us. She's here, but she's catching up because they were closed yesterday, so she's playing catch up. So she's here. If you need her, go see her. Todd, let's have you come on up. Let's give it up for Todd, everybody.
Okay, so this week, as you know, last week I mentioned the government shutdown. It's still going. So what the things that are going to hit this week is you're going to start seeing some people not get paid. And I mentioned this last week. That usually starts to trigger people to start doing some things. They're on day 14. We're going to see some government services start shutting down. You probably noticed if you're paying attention to the media at all, that's happening. That's probably rate friendly. I mentioned that last week too. Hate to say it, but slowing of the economy, rate friendly. Gas prices, oil's down to $58 a barrel. What's likely to happen to gas? Brings that down. What happens to inflation? Comes down. What happened to Fed? They start to lower rates. Fed meeting October 29th. Expectations are another 0.25% drop. It'll be interesting to see what the minutes of that meeting say for the next December meeting, because Wall Street's going to read the minutes to say, how many people want to lower? How many people want to stay in pat? So those are important things to see. And we start to see that the Fed is fracturing inside the Federal Reserve. They're fracturing to where some are on the bias of lowering and some are still on the stand pat. So we'll have to see how that goes. I was going to say something, but it's too long of a story. All right. So any questions at all on me? Yeah, Ryan.
Is it healthy at all? I mean, government shutdown, it sucks, right? A lot of services are not available.
does.
And I think it's important we have the government available to us, even though we pay a lot of tax.
Yeah. Correct.
Is it healthy at some point to have it? Is there like a correction that's happening right here? Because like it could spur on lower rates, right? Well,
Yeah.
that sounds good, but there's
Sounds
other
good.
things that are gonna suffer. So
Right.
there's a balancing act. Is there a happy medium in there somewhere?
Well, there certainly is, because we know that politically we can argue that the government's too big, right? But if it's your job that's getting cut, it's not too big, right? So the impact on the mortgage side and how it would impact all of us is that when people stop getting paid, the mortgage industry has a special position for that home buyer, for that homeowner, where they can help them. So if you get clients, I don't know how long this still goes, and everybody will get back pay, right? So if they're working this week and they don't get a check, they'll get paid back once it opens back up, and it should open fairly soon. But The mortgage industry has to have this in place to protect it. So that if your customer is like, I went 4 weeks without getting paid and they start getting behind, they'll help them. They don't want them to get behind and they certainly don't want them to default, right? So we've got these safety nets in place, not just for a government shutdown, but really for anything, but the government shutdown especially, okay? So where people are without wages, we have these things in place. If you have questions on that, just reach out to me. I actually had my first client that asked me about it and I had to research it. I'm like, oh, hold on. I need to, educate myself on it. So I did, and I set her up with our team that services and collects the payment so that they could explain to her how it works, because it's going to have some federal protection for her. That makes sense? Okay, good question. All right, thanks, guys.
Appreciate it, Todd. Thank you. Where else are you going to get this firsthand knowledge from a mortgage expert here? So thank you, Todd. All right, Pillar to Post with Ron and Jordan. Come on up, guys. Glad to have you.
So we're heading into the changes, we are into the change of season. So that kind of changed the way we inspect certain parts of the home. If the temperature is below 60, 65 degrees, we can't test the AC now. So just kind of let you know so you can let your buyers know. We don't want to damage it. Lots of leaves, limbs on the roof, which could impede what we can see on the roof, your gutters, your downspouts. So with the change of the seasons, it does affect what we can and can't do on inspections. We'll still look at as much as we can, but sometimes we're limited due to the elements. Also, October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and Pillar to Post is trying to be a part of that. So give me all the inspections, because for every inspection we donate to the cause and try to bring more awareness and good things for that. So, okay.
And then you have what are we doing after this?
Oh, we got a lunch and learn after this. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I figured it was.
It is, but
coming
since you're
up, but
here, I'll go ahead.
I didn't want to steal your thunder.
Oh.
We have a lunch and learn after this. It's more, not really a lunch and learn typically, like you would see, but it's a field trip. We're going to have a little lunch here, talk a little bit, and then we're going to go out to one of Nanette's properties. So it'd be like a field trip and kind of change your perspective maybe on how you look at a house, how you show a house. So that'll be right after team meeting.
Perfect. Sound good. Thank you. Appreciate you guys. All right. How about Rustlin, Raylan, the Apex Underground Girls? Ooh, I know. Nobody liked him.
Part of my good news is I'm going to Vegas this weekend for my son's 21st. I only got one more kid to go. I hope they don't pick Vegas, but it's fine. Sewers, that's kind of been the going thing. We transitioned a little bit. Something important for you guys to remember, and I know I've said this before, is whenever you're dealing with sewers, first of all, and you have a buyer, seller, whatever, get sewer insurance. It'll save you in the long run. And definitely research, try to get like a $10,000 cap. What is not covered is underneath the foundation. Why? Does anybody know why it's not covered under the foundation? Ryan, why? It is pretty, it is pretty expensive. It is pretty expensive, but it's because I'm assuming the reason they don't is because the foundation settles over time, right? So they have cast iron pipes that run underneath there, 50 years old, all that stuff starts rotting out, and just the pressure over time and all the different settling that starts cracking them. So when you see the sewer scopes go in there, sometimes you'll see a split at the bottom or sometimes on the top. Well, that just allows for root intrusion. So anyone that has bushes near their foundation, it's all going to find a way to that water. So definitely consider that. Anything that is exterior, most of the time they do cover that, but you want to make for sure that we understand the verbiage. So we always ask for them to pull all of their paperwork so we can set the estimate up according to the verbiage. But sometimes we can work those inside underneath the foundations into that. So anyway.
Appreciate that.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Awesome. Thanks, girls. Thank you, ladies. I have promised you, because of these ladies being in our office, I have learned so much more about septic and sewer than I ever thought I would need or want to know. But it's so good. It's so good. So helpful. All right. Let's see. We've got, I don't see Royal. I don't see anybody else here. We do have a couple extras. You see here, you saw Ryan Couvert last week with Movie Co. And that is our real estate photography, media, videos, drones, all that good stuff. And then I think we were adding Matt Miller with 210 Home Warranty. I thought he was going to be here. He is a new preferred vendor for us, so we'll get to hear more about him and his company. He does a lot of work with other Keller Williams offices, very familiar with us. They share similar values. Would love to. I'll get him in front of us one of these days. All right. Listings, buyers, and open houses, but let's kind of keep this short if we can, just because I want to keep us on schedule, and I got a lot of good stuff going. Yes, what you got, Rusty?
But you have the full, view of the lake, so
Nice.
that'll go live Friday, Thursday, tomorrow.
Perfect. And I like that. Just bullet points. Love it. Love it. Let's do it that way. What you got, Vicky?
I have a great investment opportunity in Lee Summit. It's a townhome, 2-story, priced under 200,000. It's going live on Thursday. So if you want to do an investment, good.
Very good. Awesome. And congratulations. That's exciting. Tony. Your hand was out here. I saw it first.
429.5. I also have one coming on. It's a 3-bed, 2.5 bath in Raytown, 2-car garage, but on 310, goes live next week.
Nice. Nice. Okay. Trisha, what you got?
Training for 145, and I have a Core 3 on Redwood Drive that process is 55. I'm out of town this weekend if somebody wants to.
Sounds like a great time for those who go under contract when you go out of town. Paul, what you got?
Yeah. That will go. Good. Some 4 acres. Got 2 2-bedroom units, and then it's got actually a separate building that has kind of room as well. And our leader comes on it. So it's a tiny property.
Unique. Yeah.
Just north of 7 Highway.
Okay. Cool. Unique property, it sounds like. Cool. I saw another hand. Yep.
I won a North Cleveland, Valley High, across from Belton High School, just did a $10,000 price reduction, not 285. 3-bed, 2.5 bath, 4th non-conforming, pretty much completely remodeled, and she bought it 5 years ago. So it's pretty solid. We've had a lot of showings in the last, I think it's been on 2 weeks tomorrow, but no offers. So
Okay.
we gotta make sure we're that as a town.
Gotcha. Yes. Gotcha. All right. Any other listings? Any buyer needs? Buyer needs? Great. We're finding everything we need. Make sure when you do come have a new listing, have a buyer need, post it in our group. And then if you're looking for open houses or want your house held open, put that in there as well. Let's network together and get some stuff moving here. All right. Our ALC. We appreciate our ALC. Today we've got Nanette with the care committee. So Nanette, you want to come on up? And you've got a couple of updates for us. Got to hold our little microphone.
Thank you.
Yes.
Hey, everybody. So I am the chair for the care committee, but it takes not only me, but other folks as agents that have so wonderfully wanted to be on the committee. And I just wanted to tell you who they are. They are Chad Green, Tony Doherty, Glenda Monaco, Carrie Lesmeister, Kay Hudson, and myself. And if I forgot anybody, please hold your hand up. But we just want to love on our agents when they're just having a hard time, if they need a meal, if they're having financial difficulties, health problems. We don't know unless you tell us.
Mhm.
I want to make that clear. You can post it on your Facebook page all day long. I'm not scrolling through everybody's stuff to find out what's going on in your lives. So we would love to love on you, but we need you to tell us. So just want to make that open invitation to anybody because we would love to help you. My second thing is we have Trunk or Treat coming up Friday night, October 24th. from 5:30 to 7.
5:30 to 7.
We have Brouhaha truck coming with coffee, free hot coffee, hot cocoa. The O'Connor team is going to be cooking hot dogs for us and giving away their free hot dogs, free bottled water. And today we have reduced to our agents only our trunks for $25 versus 50. We don't have that many people signed up. We want to make this a great event and I need your help.
Yep.
I have been out on the streets asking people to fill up our spaces around here. I can only do so much, guys.
Yeah.
I need your help. I need you to sign up. I need you to come and bring candy and make this a great community event. I mean, we are the #1 selling real estate company in Cass County. There's a reason for that, and we need to give back to our community. So I'd really like to see this filled up today, and I'm going to start passing it around.
So sign up for a trunk. It's $25. You can partner up. You don't have to do it by yourself. You can partner up with someone else. If we don't have a lot of trunks, it's going to be pretty quick. Not as awesome as it was like last year. Was anybody here last year for trunk or treat?
No, I would say the last 2 years, it's been the #1 trunk or treat
Yes,
in the area.
I agree.
It's a shame if we don't get that.
Because here's the deal, we're kind of known for that.
Yeah.
We're kind of known for that. We had so what it is, if you've never done trunk or treat with us before, we'll clear out the back parking lot, we'll put up the trunks, and people will be able to enter in through the first driveway, and they just kind of go down make a big circle and collect all the candy. And we have done a great job with this. And I know that there's going to be a lot of people here. And so if we only have 10 trunks when we're used to having 30 or 40, it's going to be a big wah wah. And we don't want that, right? We want to, so let's get going. And here's the thing, guys, this is sneaking up on us. It's not this Friday, but it's next Friday. Nanette.
Then
Mm-hmm.
they would like to come and buy a trunk for $50, then all the money goes to charity, and they can, market their business.
Yep.
To a lot of people here in Cass County.
That's right. That's right. So we need your help. Yes, Nikki.
Again, if somebody's good at making a list of music,
Playlist.
playlist with them.
All right. Very good. Well, I'm sure we can get that covered. So, all right. If you have questions about trunk or treat, go see Nanette. Here's our October calendar. You know where to find it. If not, come see me. We do have Pillar to Post in their Lunch and Learn today. So if you signed up and RSVP'd, then we will have lunch for you. If you did not, we may have lunch for you, maybe not, but you're always welcome to stick around and go on the field trip and get all the great value and information. So just because you didn't RSVP doesn't mean you can't come. Right, Ron? Did I say that right? That's right. All right. There is not going to be a wealth building club for October. We were looking at the calendar. It was supposed to be probably tomorrow. We've got Bold. There's nowhere else to move it. So we're just going to skip this one for October. We tried to make it work. We just couldn't. You know how that is sometimes. So check back for November and see. We'll have something going for November with wealth building. November opens up a little bit more for us. All right, Stephanie, you want to talk about this? Tickets.
So, if you sent in a request for 10 tickets last week during team meeting, please tell me who you are, because I did not have your name spot on there prior to that.
Okay.
So I don't know who ordered 10 tickets.
So if you ordered 10,
We need tickets.
this is coming up too. How many weeks? We're like 3 weeks out. 3 from Saturday. This is going to be amazing. This is going to be a fun event. And I hope that, first of all, we all plan to be there. And I hope you plan to at least bring 10 people with you. And so make sure you see Stephanie if you have questions about this. This is our autumn harvest party. How many of you done the barn party before? It's had different names. Yeah. It's a fun event, right? Would you agree? And it's a great way to reach out, and a very economical way to reach out and invite your guests.
Can we clarify something?
Absolutely.
Okay, so when you first announced it, you said it was You didn't say it was a family, not a family event, but you said we weren't having special activities for children.
Right, yeah,
So-
no kids, it's just not kid centered.
Okay, all right.
Like
And basically, price is the same whether you're 2 or 30 or 80.
Okay.
Just because we're not gonna center it around face painting.
But if the kids showed up, there is, I mean, it's a cool place, right? They'd like it. Okay.
Like it's
Yeah.
open. I mean, they're not gonna be like hindered at
Yeah.
all. It's
Okay.
just not going to be, I
Okay.
didn't
Am I-
want it to be,
They just can't do.
there is alcohol, yes.
Yep.
Okay.
But as in years past, there was a petting zoo and a face painter and a balloon artist. We're not having all of that.
Think
But-
like a wedding reception.
Yes,
Okay.
That would be what I would.
I don't think my kids to
Like
wedding, so there you go.
there you go.
Stand firm.
Tickets, okay, so we do need you to order tickets. How many tickets do you want? And bring in your bourbon and your whiskey. Yeah, bring in a bottle, give it to Stephanie because we're having a whiskey pool. And I learned, y'all taught me what that is, so thank you very much. There we go. All right, so all of that money that goes from this is also going to charity. So these are 2 charity events. They're client events. Leverage them however you want to in your world and bring your people and invite them. So we have 1 kid event, trunk or treat. We've got this one that kids can come if they want. All right, cool. All right, this is coming up also. This is coming up in less than a month. This is the Greater Heartland Summit that our region is putting on in Branson, November 9th through the 11th. I will post this in the group. This is the agenda. You can kind of see what's going on. Tickets are $249. Branson's pretty easy to get to. It's a great event with our region. Ryan's been, Stephanie's been. We're going again. I'll be there. Caesar will be there.
By the ALC.
It does. It does. It does. So yeah, if you're on the ALC and haven't been to one of our events, this would check that box. Yes.
A lot of leaders in our region, which if you ever go to Mega Camp, they're up on stage. These people are
Yes.
on stage. So this is a great opportunity to hang out with some of your peers from the region for a couple days and definitely network.
It's a great time and it's a great venue. It's a good event. And the price is affordable. Not to say it's more affordable than the others. How about that? Speaking of that, we have our business planning clinic, and I told you I had a tentative date last week, and that's not correct any longer. I do have a firm date this time. We actually have, this is for real, November 13th, 9 a.m. to 3 at Meet Me on Main. We like to do it off-site. We're going to do some business planning, and it's not going to be like we've done in the past. It's going to be more hands-on, more interactive, more fun, more maybe even some arts and crafts, maybe a guest speaker. It's going to be a great time. I do need to charge $10 because you're going to be building a notebook while you're here. And so I do have some supplies cost incurred there. So yes, I can put it on your bill. Absolutely. I'll have a sign-up sheet. I don't have it yet, but absolutely. I'll make it as easy as possible. $10, guys, and you get to walk out with a notebook filled with all the things you need to run a great business for the whole next year. So I promise it'll be worth your time investment. We'll feed you lunch. Be looking for more. That's coming up in just under a month now. Holy smokes. It's all going to happen quick. There's a lot to track with, I know, guys. Speaking of which, I know you're like, hey, Brandy, we're just getting through the summit. It's just Thanksgiving. We're working on October. Why are you telling me about family reunion? I'm telling you about family reunion. Let me show you real quick. I think it's a video. Yeah. Oh, and wait, hold on. All right, family reunion coming up February 21st to the 24th. The reason I bring that up is because we actually, wow, that music's still going. Love it. All right. The reason I'm bringing that up is because they do have early bird pricing that ends October 17th. At the end of this week, the early bird pricing, the prices are going up already. So the price right now for a ticket to Mega Camp is $8.99. It's going to go up. It will get as high as about $1,300. And so if this is as cheap as it's ever going to be, go ahead and grab your ticket. We'll figure out hotel and airfare later. You know, buy one thing at a time and work your way into it. It's a fabulous event. There's going to be probably, I don't even know, 10, 12, 15,000 people there. It's going to be a great event. It's in Atlanta. I've never been there. I've been to the,
Feel good in February.
it's going to be, it is. So if you want to sign up for that, I'll also post that in the Facebook group. There's a lot going on, guys. So just check that Facebook group. Scroll down a little bit because there's stuff that gets lost. It gets covered up real quick. All right. We got our broker. Let's give it up for Darren. Come on. He does a lot for us. You keep it. Yeah, there you go. Keeps us out of trouble.
Yeah, I won't get too heavy today. You guys should all have this.
Does anybody need one?
Hopefully we know all these things. But several years ago, line 167 at the top, they changed that. 3 days comes quick. And just imagine if you've got an accepted offer, a contract on a place, but you don't get your buyer's earnest money turned in by the end of day 3. And let's say the listing agent presents a backup offer to the seller that's better than yours. They can cancel yours because you didn't get a check to the title company. Write a little bigger number in there. I put 5. It depends. Is it a Friday that you're writing this? Is it a Friday evening? What are your buyers' schedules? Are they local? Pay attention to that. 3 days is fast. And line 172 in bold print tells you that the seller can cancel if you don't deliver that money. And line 733, they put it in the contract a couple of times. Line 736, don't forget to tell your buyers that that check gets cashed. I've had buyers before that I probably didn't tell them that, or they didn't listen and they were overdrawn because they didn't have the money in the right account. And if we're doing like a USDA offer where someone's expecting not to bring a whole bunch to closing, which I know, but Todd, I've got 5 USDA buyers for you. I'm just going to go ahead and send them over. They want to close in 30 days. Will that work with a government shutdown? Yeah. Line 741, there's just something that we need to tell the buyers. And I know we tell them if you cancel because of inspections or if you cancel because you lose your financing or whatever, we tell them they'll get their earnest deposit back, which they will if the seller signs the cancellation and lets them have their earnest money back. So we need to point out in 746 to 749, nobody can distribute that money until the cancellation is signed. Some sellers don't want to sign it. And if that money just sits there, the title, Lisa can't do anything with it until she gets cancellation where all parties agree who gets that money. Sometimes it's a seller, sometimes it's a buyer, sometimes they don't agree. So it's just something to let them know. They're entitled to the money back, but everybody has to sign the cancellation before they get it. The rest of that I didn't highlight is if you get to that point, they need to probably call an attorney. We don't want to get that deep into some of this stuff, but you could read it, familiarize yourself with it. Any questions on any of that?
Yeah, I had a quick question on the earnest money deposit. So like lines 172, 3, and 4, so seller may cancel the contract by written notice once delivery period had ended and prior to delivery of earnest money. So the standard is 3 days. Let's say they deposit on like 4 or 5. Once the buyer has delivered the earnest money, then the seller has lost the right to
Correct.
the contract.
Correct.
And if the earnest money does get turned in late, which does happen sometimes, we need an amendment.
Yeah.
to amend the days on contract, how many days it took to get, we need an amendment signed saying it, we need to extend that.
So it's extra work
Yep.
to do the amendment, have everyone sign it. If you don't collect that check or they don't take it to Lisa or whoever prior to the 3 days, that's why I say I always put a 5 in there. By default, it used to be 10 in Missouri and 5 in Kansas. We had all day, we had all week, we had 10 days. Now we've got 3 unless we change that.
But now they can pay online in most title companies. They
Right.
can go online and pay it online.
Yeah.
So there's that.
All right, back to the cancellation. So let's just say, and I'm sorry, I stepped out of the room because you covered this, but, I'm under contract and, well, here's my most recent experience was that we went under contract and when the inspections and when the resolution came back, it was ridiculous. So my seller decided just not to respond to it and let it expire, right? So once that resolution expires, correct, that contract is done, right? We can go back on the market. But then a cancellation was still required in order for them to get their earnest money deposit back.
Always.
Always.
Okay, but is the cancellation required for me to go back on the market? And here's the other part of the question, so I got you thinking. So if my seller is like being like, nah, I'm not signing that, they jerked me around, I'm gonna play hardball for a minute. Are they allowed to go back on the market unless it's canceled?
Technically, you've kind of got a cloud on the property because you've got an unfinalized kind of dispute going on.
And that's what I kind of felt like, because I let the resolution boom, I'm back on the market, I'm under contract in 2 days, but I still don't have my other deal canceled, right? Yeah, it kind of felt that way.
Sometimes the title company won't take that second contract if the first one isn't resolved. So they're sitting there saying, look, we don't have a cancellation. We're holding this earnest money. You can't bring us another one.
Derek, yeah, to that point right there, and that's how you coach your sellers up, and I get it, they wanna act like jerks sometimes, they felt like they got messed with for a few days, I get it, your feelings are hurt. But here's the deal, you wanna sell the house, yes, this is what we need to do to sell the house, because we're not gonna be able to accept another contract, and we certainly cannot deposit earnest money for the same property they're still holding, they won't take it.
Yeah.
So coach them into, hey, if we're gonna get this under contract again, this is the best process. Go ahead and bite this bullet, sign this deal, get them out of our face, and move down the road.
Yeah. Give up the 500 or the 1,000.
Whatever it is, yeah.
Yeah.
And as long as they abided by the contract. Now, if there's a dispute on where the earnest money goes to that point, that's a different conversation. But if the buyers abided by the contract and they canceled because they felt like they needed to cancel, so be it, move on. But yeah, I can see how sellers get a little edgy. And some sellers think that once the earnest money's turned in, it's theirs, no matter what. We can play all kinds of games, and that's not true either. So
Right.
coach your sellers up and let them know the best process.
And that would be, when we're presenting the offer, bring that up to the seller that there's several ways the buyer is entitled to their money back if they follow the rules and the timelines. Yeah.
If you're in your earnest late, are you out of contract? In the meantime, the sellers have received another contract and it's higher than yours and they want to give you more interest, it's a better contract than yours. They could sign it and do a cancellation and say you are out of contract.
You're getting really deep.
I just want new people to know what can happen.
Anything's possible.
Follow the contract.
Follow the contract, stay in your days, lock it down, and don't leave room for interpretation.
That's the most important thing I heard him say right there. Give yourself more time. Do not be up against the clock and verify it.
So let me ask you this, if I could, if you're on the listing side and you see 5 days, does that bother you?
No.
My argument is there's really no excuse that you can't do it in 3 days anymore. It's
I'm
all
kind of with you,
electronic.
Tom. That's just personal.
Yeah, especially electronic, but
Client may not deposit.
yeah, take into consideration. Yeah, take into consideration who your buyer is. And, can they go get that, younger buyers should be able to do it online because they don't have checkbooks. Us older folks, there's all kinds of reasons that you might go over that 3. Just just know that that 3 is there. And to your point, build in extra time. Let's go to inspections. If we're calling for septic inspections or sewer scopes and the companies are busy, give yourself a little more than that 10 days. You know, I always go 15 just to make sure there's time
On your
when there's a septic.
inspection.
Also, please don't write a 23-day closing and then wait till day 17 to let me order the appraisal because you just got to, sorry about that.
Oh, wow.
Just understand that if you want us to wait on the appraisal order, I'm good with that. But just make sure that we get enough time past that to get it done. And just ask, 'cause I'll be quick to say, I can order a rush appraisal, I get it out in about 4 days. But that's still, I have to ask the appraisal back within 3 days of the closing. The buyer has 3 days to look at the appraisal. There's a few nuances that are different than they were back when you and I started here. But if it takes an extra week because you do special inspections and things came up, see if you can't push that extension out a little bit further, or at least call to see if we need the time.
'Cause
Very good.
to Todd's point, a lot of times lenders don't want to order the appraisal and spend the buyer's money if they're just gonna cancel because of horrible inspections.
Yep.
So,
Well,
so
that-
glad I didn't wear those.
I'm so glad we didn't wear the same shoes at the same time. Thank you, Darren. I appreciate you. All right. And maybe we need to have a class one day where we ask the broker anything. Oh my God. Stump the broker. Bring tequila. Oh, I gotta. All right, next slide. We've got AI tips with Caesar. Give it up for Caesar. Oh, thanks.
All right, real quickly, I wanted to brag on Miss Nanette because I helped her. I'm just gonna take literally probably 120 seconds, but I helped her buy a computer here a while back. And first thing she said was, I am so bad at technology. And Nanette, tell them what you did a couple weeks ago with AI.
So we have a Gemini, KW just for free, Pro Gemini account. Why you wouldn't use it, I don't know, but I'm using it. He's changed my mind. I'm using it as an assistant. Anytime I wish I had an assistant to do this for me, I'm like, okay, Gemini can do it. So we talked about it can take what I do on the microphone. I just got on the microphone and said I was sending out birthday cards and home anniversary cards, and I'm like, put it on my calendar. Kimberly's birthday is on November 22nd. Boom, on my calendar. Next one. Put the Chad, the Jansen's home anniversary is on November 3rd. Boom, it's on my calendar. Very easy.
Nice.
So
Nice.
that's impressive. And what I wanted to tell you, yeah.
Good job, Nanette. Good
So,
job.
so on our website, southlandlinks.com, I put a new button on there. It's blatantly ugly. It's just to get your attention. If you click on it, there's a thing called downloadables. I think you click on the word, it takes you to anything that we've done, any document, and then it also takes you to our YouTube channel that shows AI. I wanted to give you guys a couple of quick tips because Tim came back. Tim came to our class yesterday, and he was just like, "Yeah, man, I had an open house, and I was changing the front paint of the house, and we were just blown away. Like, they didn't like that color, so I showed him. You know, he was using Gemini to change the color of the house. So, anyhow, how many of you guys make graphics with ChatGPT?
ChatGPT?
Yes, or Gemini, but ChatGPT. I wanted to show you guys a ChatGPT trick, just to let you know that because I know a lot. I think just about everybody in our class bought their $20 thing. And by the way, Gemini is included in your tech. It's a part of your tech fee, $72.50. 100% of it goes to international, and a part of that, it's like $50 or so. It buys you the Gmail suite, the Google suite, and Gemini is a part of Google, so you actually pay for it yourself. So that is a paid subscription that you have, and it's a pro account. Real quickly, if you notice the time is wrong, have you ever had ChatGPT regenerate an image and it just makes it worse?
Mm-hmm.
Cool tip. You're going to love me for this. I like ribeyes and snickerdoodle cookies if you want to reward me.
His
If
love
you
language
click
there.
on the image, yes, steak is the fifth love language. If you click on this, it takes you to the edit. Check this out. You go on this little brush over here, and I need to change the time. So you literally just come over here and choose or
Well, the date's
select
wrong.
5 p.m. or the date. I know, I did this right before. And then as it's selected, you go back down here and reprompt it. Please change that time to 8 p.m. And I did, and this is what it did. 8 p.m. Now, notice I just said, would you, I said, nice. And then I selected that little section, switched that to 8 p.m., kept everything the same, switched it to 8 p.m. That is a time saver, yes.
Oh.
Yes, do the same, do the same thing. Select it, so all you gotta do is click on the image, and then this little brush here, it's kind of like a Canva concept. But the other thing that I wanna tell you guys is, quick tips real quickly, is if you go to, obviously, none of you guys still up to 1 a.m. coding, but I do. Some of this stuff like software engineering, helping me troubleshoot. Have you guys ever had like a long thread and it goes on 10 bunny trails and you just wish you could start over with a part of it? You can. Whenever you go to a part of the conversation way up here, let's just say you want to start right here, you go to the last 3 dots right here and you click on it. There's a little thing called branch in a new chat. If you click on that, it'll take everything from that conversation, the beginning to that part, and start it in a new chat so you can start from right there.
Cool.
How cool is that? That's all I got for y'all.
Wow.
Okay, bye.
Thank you. All right. Well, we are learning a lot of great tips with AI, a lot. And thank you.
Thank you.
So I'm grateful for the class. Now, if you missed any of his 6 classes, you're just gonna have to wait till he chooses to do one again. He could teach, there would be a never-ending need for classes, and he cannot afford to do that with his time. So we will get him back in here to teach, but it won't be on a every Monday kind of basis like we were. So there's lots of good stuff. All of those were recorded. You can see them on our Facebook page and catch up. Because like Nanette, you know, she's now has an assistant, and she's got things being added to her calendar while she's out driving around, maybe had a call. Hey, Gemini, put this on my calendar. Now I'm probably going to say this wrong, and he'll probably come back around and correct me. Gemini is Google's form of AI. ChatGPT is, I don't know whose version, but they're the same thing. It's like Nike and Adidas. Yep, it's kind of like they're tennis shoes in 2 different brands. It's AI in 2 different brands. And so, Ryan, do you know? ChatGPT belongs to who? Thank you, OpenAI. Thank you. Appreciate that. See, I don't have to know that stuff. I just use it and it works. And if it doesn't work, I go see him, and that's how we do. All right, I do have a couple things for us. I am excited. I mentioned in my video this morning that we've got, is it my light competition? You like to compete? You like to win? No, not you? Anybody else? Just me and Ryan? Nobody else? Nanette? Play pickleball. They tell me I'm competitive. They are correct. Well, I thought we'd just have a little friendly competition. And I thought we would have a quiz. Has anybody played Kahoot before? Like with Dan Klein? It's a quiz. It's just a quiz. And it's kind of fun. And I have some prizes. And so I thought we would take I want to see how much we know our company. How well do you know Keller Williams? If you notice, I had Lacey decorate with some wrapping paper to cover up. Like if I cover this up, do you remember what was underneath there? Do we remember what our company is all about? And you know, so I thought we would just have fun. Let's have some fun. You'll need your phone for this. So everybody take out your phone. It's quiz time, and this is just for fun. It's optional. If you want to be considered for, I'll tell you what I got. I got the Millionaire Real Estate Agent Playbook. This thing is cool, guys. This is the volume 2, and it's got cool graphics. It's got cool pages. It's not just lame black and white writing, you know. If you're like me, I like color. I like pictures. It's got all of that. So that's the MREA Playbook. If you were to buy this at the merch store, it'd be like 25, 30 bucks. We got the rookie real estate agent. If this is something that you might be interested for yourself or for someone else, it would make a great gift. You might choose this if you win. Anybody read this book, Atomic Habits? Very good book. Very good book. You might want to get a hold of that hardback. Got a journal with the Keller Williams embossed logo on it there. What's it say? Win the morning, win the day. So a journal with a pen. And I've got a couple of, and all these are brand new. I didn't even use them yet. Got them when I went to San Antonio for Mega Camp. So that's what I got, and would love to have you play with us here. So grab your phone. We're actually going to, you need this QR code right here. You can scan it on either computer. See if that works for you. If I need to make it bigger, I can try to make it bigger. It should just take you right to the place where you pick your name. Look, you enter a name. Not getting it? Let me see if I can make it bigger. You got it? Let's see. There. I've got this. I see Stephanie's in. There we go. We're getting people in. You can do a nickname. You can do your real name. Kind of fun if we got Batman playing with us or. What's that? Waiting for host. Yep. I'm waiting for everybody to get logged in who wants to get in, and then we'll get started. I've only got 13 people in, 14. And this is just for fun. No judgment, no laughing, no scoffing. Is it working, Jason? Got it? Sweet. And by the way, Jason, not to highlight or make him and bring attention to you, but would like to introduce Jason Fangro in the back. He's our newest agent that has joined us this month. So welcome, Jason. I love that you're going to take the quiz. I think you should take it with us and let's see how you do. And you've been with us like 2 weeks. You're ready. All right, is everybody in who wants to be in? Anybody still having trouble? Wait, everybody has, it says waiting on host. Okay, last call. All right, I'm gonna start the quiz. And then, oh, there we go. It's just, you got 20 seconds. There are multiple choice. Okay, and if it's not Kahoot, this is the cheaper version. So it bases our score on the correct answer and the speed of your answer, but don't answer so fast that you get the wrong answer. Sound good? All right. Oh, perfect, because I might. All right, last call. Wow. Where's that coming from? We don't know that.
Oh.
All right, here we go. Everybody ready? We're going to start the quiz. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. What is the mission of Keller Williams Realty? You have the questions on your phone. All right, the answer, and it just times it out. When the time is up, it kind of gives us the answer. The answer is to build careers worth having, businesses worth owning, lives worth living, experiences worth giving, and legacies worth leaving. 22 of you got it right. That's 100%. Good job. That was on one of these. So great job. Great job. All right, fantastic. Let's see what our results look like. Great job, Stephanie, Alex, and Broker D. All right, that's our top 3. Here we go.
Third place.
Next question. What is the foundation of our KW culture? Profit share, training and technology, God, family, then business, or lead generation?
Yeah.
It's automatic.
All right. The foundation of our KW culture is God, family, then business. Absolutely. So great job there. And it might have been worded a little differently than you were used to. So I apologize for that. Didn't know how else to word it. So good job, Alex. Wow, 3rd place is actually 2nd place. Good job, whoever that is. I'll go ahead and show all. All right. Next question. The Y4C2T's belief system includes which of the following? Read them carefully. Five seconds. Pick something. All right. Probably should have gave you more time on that one. The Y4C2T's is actually D over here. Sorry. It didn't let me adjust the time per question. Some of these questions, 20 seconds was enough. Some of them, it wasn't. That, gotcha. Makes total sense.
It is one that had 4 Cs.
Thank you.
That's,
You just matched the letters with the. Does anybody know the dance or the little actions to the Y4C2Ts? There's a dance to it. Brian, yeah, which. I think that's total time. It must be total time. Because what it does is you see all these people that have answered everything correct so far, but that's their time. So that's how it ranks them. And I do have, if we do have a tie, I have tiebreaker questions. So we'll, by the way, I have prizes for the top three when we're all said and done. All right, next question. What does RED, R-E-D, what does RED Day stand for? The R-E-D, it's an acronym. All right, it stands for B, renew, energize, and donate, RED. So good job there. Next, oh, good job, Broker D. Oh my gosh, I just got that. Okay. All right, next question. According to the MREA book, what are the 3 key areas of focus? What do we want? According to the MREA book, we do want leads, listings, and leverage. So great job there. Of course, we do want leads, appointments, and contracts for sure, but according to the MREA book, the red book. All right, well, let's see, that was question 5. Question, oh, good job there. Okay, next question. Which is not one of the 4 MREA models? Not. Which one is not one of the models in the book? If you haven't read the book in a while, it'd be a great time to refresh. Technology is not a model. It is not a model. All right, Finn Farms is at the top on that after that one. Alex and Stephanie. All right. Next question. Number 7, what is the 135 tool known as? Maybe you've never heard that term. Have you done a 135? What's a 135? All right, good job, everybody. It is your GPS. If you don't know what these terms are, I love that. That's an opportunity for me. That's an opportunity for us to get together and let's figure this out. A 135 is a tool that you can use to set the GPS for your business, your goal, your priorities, and your strategies. There's like a whole thing for that. So we'll look at that. If you don't know what that is, let's get to know what that is. All right, Finn Farms, Alex, and Steve. Good job. Next question. Which MREA model focuses on the daily activities that lead to success? All right, good. The lead generation model. The lead generation model tells us what we should focus on every day to find success in business. Good job. All right. Who's going to unseat the top three here? They're hanging out pretty tight there. Next question. According to the MREA, how much time should an agent spend on lead generation each day? According to the model. Two to 3 hours, guys. 2 to 3 hours a day is what the MREA model suggests. All right. Good job. Okay. Carrie's moving up there. Hey, Carrie, good to see you. Next question. According to the MREA, what is the first stage of becoming a millionaire real estate agent? What's the first stage? Earn $1 million, net $1 million, receive $1 million, save $1 million. All of those are included in the book, but which is the first one? True. Earn $1 million. You got to first earn $1 million. Now, trick question. If you earn $1 million, does that mean you're a MREA? Are you a millionaire real estate agent? Well, you've earned $1 million, so I guess technically you are, but then it doesn't stop there. It doesn't stop there. You earn $1 million. Well, yeah, there's another question. I can't get ahead of myself, and I don't want to pivot and take a tangent here, but there's a lot I'd love to say about that. We're going to move on, though. We have a couple more questions. Okay.
Hello.
What is the ultimate purpose of the models in the MREA book?
Yeah. What was that? Oh. Yeah, I will be up there in a second when I finish this.
It is number one there, A, to simplify decision-making and create predictable results. That's what we want. We want predictable results. We want something that kind of runs predictably and it takes care of our decision-making when we run it by the models. So thankful for that. All right. According to the MREA, what is the main purpose of the budget model? Good job, everybody. To ensure your expenses are proportionate to your income and aligned to your goals. All right. Again, so much I could say. All right. Jobs and Farms, Carrie and Alex. All right. Come on. Let me show you all of them so you can kind of see where you all are. Oh, don't do that? Okay. Next question. Get ready, get ready, get ready. Bonus question. According to Gary Keller, success is built on the things that you... What? Yes, according to Gary Keller, success is built on the things you say no to. I know that was bonus. It was worth 2 points. So if you got it right, doubled. All right. I think I have one more question. I have one or two. One or two more. I can't remember. This is also bonus worth 2 points. What does ELBO or ELBO stand for when we're talking MREA? What are the words, the acronym there? Yep. Those are the models, the economic lead generation budget and organization model. Those are the models spelled out for us in the MREA book. That is how you run your business. And they give us the acronym ELBO, E-L-B-O. So you remember your ELBO, you can remember the 4 models. There they are. All right, maybe I have one more question. Nope, that's it. We're done. So here's our top 3. Shall I hit show all? Do you want to see where you ended? All right, if you don't want to see, close your eyes. You got kicked out?
Well, I probably kicked myself.
All right. Jason, 11th place. Look at you. All right. Good job. All right. So Ryan, Alex, and Broker D, you guys run. All right. We're moving on to the next one. All right. So first place, or we're going to go with Alex. Where's Alex? Alex, come on up. You can pick something you want here. And then Broker D, you can come next, and then we'll do Carrie next. Grab something. But I wanted to hit something real quick. I know we're about done. The music's actually kind of cool.
This is a new book.
New book, awesome. And I do have more of those if somebody else wants another one. The Rookie Real Estate Agent. All right. I have just a couple things I want to hit. I'm going to hit the highlights, and we are going to be done.
Fifth, I think. Go back. I'm gonna defer.
Oh, okay.
Steve.
Steve,
Yeah.
come on, Steve. I got Atomic Habits. I do have another Rookie Real Estate Agent, or you can pick something here. So great. Fantastic. I like that. All right. So here's one thing I'm going to hit the highlights because you guys belong to a company that has spelled it out. They have prepared the whole process and packaged it up, and they've given it to you. You want to run a business at a high level? That's what the MREA book is all about. Maybe you're like, oh, Brandy, I don't want to be a millionaire agent. I'm good. Okay, no problem. Do you want to be $100,000 agent? $500,000 agent? It doesn't matter where you want to end up on the money. That book will show you how to get there. And so it's kind of like if you opened any kind of business, landscaping business, a bakery, if you opened any kind of business, you might need some coaching, some training, some work on finances and all the things and structuring your business. That's what that book is. And that's what it does for us. So the economic model, this is the model where you know your numbers. It helps you understand how much activity do you need to do to reach your income goal. It's spelled out in that book, guys. You can start with your income goal and work backwards. It tells you how many leads you need, which lead to appointments, which lead to contracts, which leads to closings. How many of you, every single lead you get turns into a closing? No. So you're going to need, if you want 30 closings this year, you're going to need a lot more than 30 leads. And there's a whole, I have a whole thing we can work through together. It answers, I got to hide this down here. And again, I'm going to move fast
We'll get you.
for the sake of time and your time. Let's see.
I use
It
that
answers
same
the
one.
questions
Here.
at the bottom. How many deals do I need to hit to close to hit my financial goals? That's what the economic model will do. And this is a pretty cool. They're all cool. I don't know what we're doing here. The lead generation model, it shows you how to consistently create business opportunities. If you don't have leads, you don't have a business. Lead generation is your job. So how many of you hate lead generation? Don't raise your hand. Because that is your job. That is our job. We're supposed to do it 2 to 3 hours a day according to the model. We'll use a database-driven approach, have a 36 touch, that kind of stuff. The question it answers, how do I ensure I always have business coming in? This is the model for that. The budget model helps you manage your expenses and protect your profit. It is possible to have a big business and make a lot of money and you spend all of it. That's not good. If you make $1 million and you spend $1 million, did you have a successful business? No. There's a... It's a good business, but if you're not, we can show you how to keep more of the money in your pockets, right? Well, that's not sustainable if we're making as much as we're spending as much as we're making. It answers the question, where's my money going and how much do I get to keep? We want to keep more. There's a whole formula for that. The organizational model. When you get to the point where you're ready, you're kind of tapped out with what you can do for your business. And if you're going to get to that millionaire real estate agent stage, you're going to have to employ the organizational model where you build leverage. It shows you how to grow beyond your personal capacity. We all have a personal capacity. We all become the lid to our business at some point. This organization model shows you how to move beyond that by what is probably up there? What's the first hire you're supposed to make if you're following the organizational model. No, no, not a buyer's agent. What did I hear? Admin, an admin. It could be a TC, an admin person. We think it's a shower, we think it's a buyer's agent because they're like, hey, I don't want to show houses. I'm too busy. I can't be driving around a car. I need a buyer's agent. No, not according to the model. So it answers the question, ultimately, how do I build a business that runs without me? How many of you would love to have a successful business that runs without you? Yes. Right now, we are the business until we get to this point. So guys, I just want to share with you, we are a part of an awesome company that has packaged how to run a great business at a high level. If you need a copy of the book, come see me. I got one, I'll sell it to you. If you want a copy of any of these books, I've got extras, I sell that to you. Whatever you need to do, we'll have more classes, more trainings, whatever we need to do to make sure you know how to grow your business at the rate and the speed and to wherever you want to take it. Any questions or thoughts about that? Okay, did you enjoy the quiz?
Yeah.
Brian did. Yeah.
Anyone else wants to be an accountability partner? I think it's plus one motivation also, and make sure I can.
Yeah, absolutely. I like that, Josh. Thank you. Yeah.
Came out in real estate. I'm actually reading that right now. It's a great book. I think it's for
Well-
veteran agent as well. Definitely.
You mean veterans can read it too? Yes. Yes, definitely. Yes, very good. All right, guys, I appreciate your time. Thanks for coming in. If you're staying for lunch and learn, go ahead and stick around. Everybody else, free to go. Have a great week, guys. Oh, yes. Thank you.
Figure out what this was.
What's that?
I couldn't figure out what.